In the Odyssey 2 SSC video, I mentioned that both Speedway and Spinout were based on two of Atari's home console games, but I hadn't actually covered the games that inspired them, or any of the many other early racing games of the era. Back in the 70s, the very idea of video games was a completely new thing, so any game released early on had a good chance of being someone's first experience with one. Games not only needed to work within the limitations of the available technology, but also be immediately understandable to somebody walking up to an arcade cabinet. Racing, of course, definitely fits within the latter, but how to pull it off was another question entirely. I'll kick things off with Indy 500 on the Atari 2600. Atari's 1974 arcade game Grand Track 10 would end up being the basis of Indy 500's core gameplay. Top-down view, fully on-screen track, and steering wheel style controls. Now, obviously the VCS doesn't come with a full steering wheel controller like the arcade game, but they did release a controller specific to this game, the driving controller. It's essentially the same thing as the paddle controller, though without the hard stops if you try and spin the knob too far to either side. This allows you to steer in endless circles if you so desire. It really makes for a unique control experience that's never really been replicated, and it can lead to a very zen-like trance if you really focus on trying to master one of its tracks. You do have to be a bit careful of not oversteering, though.
Okay, so you can make super tight turns.
You can, but you gotta be quick about it.
And precise. Like there, I just looped back all the way back around. Loop
How
around
did you
and
not
miss
get
it.
that one?
I just overturned it. I just looped around. I was like, oh, I got this one. And I was like, oh, and I looped around.
Unfortunately, Indy 500 is the only game on the console that actually supports the driving controller. And really, the control scheme is what makes this game. The basic premise is just two players racing around some, due to the entire track needing to fit on screen at once, fairly simple track layouts. There's oval, oval with a couple twists, and near impossible. Hitting a wall doesn't even make you crash like in Spinout, but it will slow you down significantly. Having said that, you can use this fact to kind of cheat on some of the tracks. Yeah, you can cheat and do this.
So you just
Cut off one of the corners. I think in this case it is actually faster, at least.
yeah, with all the ice and stuff. It's like you're right. It's like it may be faster.
Because this is an early Atari game, there's also a bunch of game modes and variations. Beyond the standard racing and ice racing, complete with ice physics, which are pretty impressive for 1977, there's also Crash and Score. This one is based on a different arcade game, in this case the 1975 game of the same title. In this mode, a square will appear on the map, and both players race to try and be the first to collect it and earn a point. As soon as the square is collected, another one will appear somewhere else at random on the track. You can choose to either have the win condition be first to 50 points, or just have it be the higher score at the end of 60 seconds. It's a nice distraction from the traditional racing, and it's nice to just have more content to use the driving controller for. The final additional mode is my favorite, Tag. One player starts as it, and the longer you drive without getting tagged by the other player, the more points you earn. The first player to reach 99 points is the winner. In my experience, this usually leads to the most intense and frantic matches. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. Did not think that was gonna... Oh, there it goes. I was like, I did not think I was gonna get away on that one. No. I was like, yeah, I fully went into the...
Oh no!
We're stuck so long, it just tagged back.
And there's really not much else to say about Indy 500. It's a very basic game that's only real appeal is the unique control experience. This is one of those Atari games that just doesn't feel right or hold much appeal if emulated today. Next up is another VCS launch game, Street Racer. This game embodies the other major racing game style of the era, driving in a straight line and avoiding traffic. You use the paddle controllers for this one, so the steering does feel pretty good, though it took Zayden and I a while to find two of my controllers that both actually worked.
Okay.
Can you control anything?
Okay, I'm controlling the right side.
Hey, I can control the left.
Oh, right. And I'm
think
not
we're in a
bouncing
game.
everywhere. So yeah, we got a game going.
But I don't think my button works. Okay. So maybe I need to try and repair some of my paddle controllers or get some new ones.
There's also like two of us, but only one person on the other side.
Yeah. That seems unfair because it stops both of us if one of us... Like, you didn't get hit. Because I have significantly less reaction time.
Yeah.
This seems like the most unfair... That car just moved into you.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, it kind of also, they can move at, like, the very last second and just move towards you.
I don't like the sprite of us getting hit. It kind of looks like a dead person that got run over. Like,
it does.
It looks like a body.
I
kept seeing it, I was like, ew. It looks...
It does not look like a crashed car.
That's kind of disturbing.
You move forward automatically at a slow pace, though you can hold down the button to go faster. This, of course, places you in much higher risk of running into the back of a slow-moving car. Your game ends once 2 minutes and 16 seconds have passed, and the player with the most points wins. Again, a very simple game, though one of the few early Atari games not based on an arcade machine. And this is where the game gets weird.
What is this?
Oh, wait, this is different. I feel like it's pod racing now.
Yeah.
Or are we supposed to be on like a motorcycle or something?
There is a motorcycle on the artwork.
With a name like Street Racing, you'd think that's all you'd be doing. But Game Mode 7 onwards leaves the streets, and in some cases even the racing, in the rearview mirror. This is slalom. You're now skiers racing down a slope. Instead of avoiding cars, the point of this mode is to ski through the slalom flags. Or gates, or whatever those are supposed to be. Whenever you hit a gate, though, it appears as though you're actually playing as a pair of boots in skis, as opposed to controlling a person wearing the skis. Gotta love Atari graphics.
Okay,
what is this?
Interesting. Now this one really feels like, it's again like I'm in some kind of spaceship.
What? I didn't get hit.
Maybe this one is the four-wheeler. Maybe we're...
What is this? Oh.
Dodging rocks coming for us?
What is this?
Oh, wait a minute. This one you can move forward by holding the button.
Oh, you gotta make it to the top of the screen.
Dodge 'em is the next mode, and here your objective is to make it to the top of the screen as many times as possible within the time limit. Holding the button down makes your car, maybe, drive upwards on the screen. There are obstacles that come toward you, and touching one will reset your progress. It's an interesting take on the Street Racer gameplay, but the obstacle timing can be a bit frustrating.
I am terrible at this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on!
See where you're at. But you're right.
You're doing so much better. Holy crap. I just looked over at the point difference.
Yeah, every time I try to go for more than 2 in a row, then...
Yeah.
I end up getting hit.
Street Racer
no, there's 3.
Video Master.
Yeah,
or some
apparently.
cheesy thing they would have said back then.
Yeah. The Street Racing Video Master.
And now it's just a straight up vertical shoot 'em up. Seriously. You move left and right and shoot upwards toward the enemy aircraft to score points. I mean, it's no Radiant Silver Gun, but I guess it's nice to have some variety. Because of how slow your bullets travel, and because you can only have one shot on screen at a time, the real strategy here is to wait until the absolute last second to shoot an enemy. Otherwise, you just have to sit there with a feeling of regret as you watch it leisurely trundle along, missing every single enemy in its path. So the next mode is apparently called Number Cruncher. According to the manual, you control motorcycles that are literally crunching numbers beneath their wheels. Yeah, motorcycles. Personally, I would have guessed they were medieval ballistas, or perhaps tombstones on wheels, but I guess I can see what they were going for if you squint. Maybe those dots next to the handlebars are his arms, and those back wheels are actually the rider's legs? Or perhaps they're saddlebags? But then, why is he sitting so far back? And why are... You know what, never mind. I think the manual writers were just making stuff up on the go. Anyways, running over a number will add said number to your total score, and holding down the button will make your motorcycle move faster. If you don't hit a number dead center, though, you'll end up getting less points or actually losing points in some cases. It really feels like they were stretching to come up with new variations at this point. I'm not even sure what they were going for with this next game.
Oh my word,
now what are we? We now.
Is it a shooter? So you get the pluses, and then...
What do I do with the pluses?
Oh, you're
okay,
docking
and I put it in the... So you dock it. Yeah, you're right.
What is this? I need to look at the manual.
symmetrical docking.
I'll have to look it up afterward.
But, so you just wait for another one to come? You just dodge until the payload comes?
So weird.
Yeah, you just dodge until the payload comes.
You control a scooper, avoiding the Francs and catching the balls that come down the track. You then deposit these balls by docking with what the manual calls a computer scooper. Okay. It feels like either the marketing team chose a poorer name for this hodgepodge of games, or the programmer was given way too much freedom. Regardless, it's certainly an interesting game, but most of the entertainment for me was in anticipating what random assortment of shapes would appear on the TV screen next. For early attempts at the genre, they're not bad, but as time and technology progressed, so too would developer ambition. Stay tuned for part 2 as we jump ahead to the futuristic year of 1980 and see what new experiences the industry has to offer.